Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Ahmed Noman, and in this lecture we will have an overview of chemical properties of advanced materials. So the word corrosion actually stands for metal or material deterioration or surface damage in an aggressive environment. Corrosion itself is an electrochemical oxidation process. We can call it is a redox process in which both oxidation and reduction occurs. In corrosion process normally होता है कि जो metal होता है हमारे पास ये normally transfers electrons to the environment, normally जो electrolyte हैं, water है और oxygen है, and it is oxidized as it gives electrons, and those electrons are actually accepted by the analyte, and mostly if it's oxygen in the environment, so it takes those electrons and is reduced, and it makes oxides mostly with the metal. So these metal oxide, for example in the case of iron जो है they form actually the rust on the surface, और हम कहते हैं कि जो metal जो है वो corrode हो गया, there is corrosion happening over the surface. So basically it is an oxidation reduction process in which metal surface is oxidized by reaction with the environment, mostly water and oxygen.
Imagine four objects: an aluminium toy, an iron nail, a copper pipe and a gold ring are left out in the open for many years. Which of the four materials do you think will be in the best condition when they are rediscovered? Pause, think and continue when ready. If you think the gold ring is likely to be in the best condition, you're right. The copper pipe and the iron nail will appear in a worse condition, but the aluminium toy is also preserved very well. Most likely, the iron nail will appear in the worst condition. This is because of corrosion. Corrosion is described as formation of compounds on the surface of a metal when it is exposed to air and or water or an electrolyte like salt water. Typically, once a metal corrodes, it forms compounds known as oxides or hydrated oxides. The nail, made of iron, rusted. This, by the way, is the only time you should use the term rusting. All other metals are considered as having been corroded when they react with water and or oxygen in the air. But why would the nail be more corroded than the aluminium toy, the copper pipe or the gold ring? Have you any ideas? Pause the video and continue when ready. The reason is the metals all have different reactivities. Iron corrodes faster because it is more reactive than the copper and the gold. But you may be wondering, well, why didn't the aluminium toy corrode the fastest? The truth is the aluminium is more reactive than the iron, so it reacts fastest with the oxygen from the air, forming aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide is very unreactive because once the oxide layer is formed on the surface, it binds very tightly to the surface of the metal, so no cracks can form and cause further corrosion. Here's a challenge. How might you use this idea to protect the iron nail? The answer is that by covering a metal like iron with another more reactive metal, like zinc, is that the zinc forms the zinc oxide layer quickly. The iron underneath is protected. This process is called galvanizing and can last up to 100 years. If you think of the metal on a bike, corrosion can be prevented by painting the frame, a static part, or greasing the metal parts like the chain which moves, or by covering it with a thin layer of a less reactive metal like tin, copper or gold, but that would be very expensive.
So in some cases ये भी होता है कि जो metal होते हैं they react with the oxygen which is present in the air and they form metal oxide on their surface, and we call this process as a natural passivity or natural resistance to corrosion, as those layers are resistant to the corrosion. So the formation of that thin layer actually blocks the environment to react with the underlying the metal surface, and because it cannot undergo further reaction, so there is no more corrosion or no more reaction with the environment. So an example which we also see in the animation is that oxidation of aluminium mostly results in the formation of aluminum oxide, कि जो कि resistant होती है काफ़ी, and that it doesn't react. So that thin layer of aluminum oxide is actually formed on the surface of the metal, and it actually protects it from further contact and reaction with the oxygen. So due to the formation of that layer of aluminum oxide on the surface, जो नीचे वाली surface होती है, that doesn't react and mostly जो है ये corrode नहीं होती, it remains safe from the corrosion. But in some cases ऐसा भी होता है कि जो प्रोटेक्शन फिल्म है जो है कई दफ़ा ये डैमेज हो जाती है ड्यू टू सर्टन, अगर उसके ऊपर कुछ स्ट्रेस पड़ा है या कोई बहुत ही हार्श जो है वो इन्वायरमेंट है. इन दैट केस दैट एक्चुअली फिल्म जो है दैट कैन बी डैमेज और डिस्ट्रॉयड, एंड वी कॉल इट दैट इट इज़ रीपैसिवेटेड. द मटीरियल जो है कि वो रीपैसिवेट हो गया. If we want to prevent corrosion, we have to understand कि ये कैसे होती है, because एक दफ़ा अगर एक मेटल जो है वो corrode हो जाता है, एक दफ़ा रस्टिंग हो जाती है, then जो है उसको ठीक करना जो है वो मुश्किल है. Once it is corroded, so then we have to replace it. So the only way is to आप corrosion होने ही ना दे, you have to prevent it earlier. So there is one important thing to know, that corrosion always happens in the presence of oxygen and water. So it requires both oxygen and humidity to happen. So if we हम इसको कोशिश करें कि इसका अगर जो हमारे पास मेटल सरफेस है, it is not exposed to oxygen and water, so in that way we can prevent the corrosion to happen. Another point is that it is the formation of rust or the corrosion is not the direct reaction of iron or a metal surface and its oxygen, but instead it is a electrochemical process. It is a redox process in which oxidation of metal occurs, and also there is a reduction of the oxygen which form the metal oxides on the surface, but they are not directly reacting actually the oxygen and the metal. Presence of salt actually act as a catalyst, it enhances the corrosion process. So that actually explain कि जो ऐसे areas जो hilly areas होते हैं जहाँ पे mostly बर्फ़ पड़ती है और उसको बर्फ़ को पिघलाने के लिए रोड पे जो है मोस्टली सॉल्ट यूज़ किए जाते हैं डिफरेंट. सो दैट वो जो एरियाज़ होते हैं मोस्टली वहाँ पे जो ऑटोमोबाइल्स होती हैं वहाँ पे रस्टिंग ज़्यादा होती है, एंड दैट एक्चुअली एक्सप्लेन कि वहाँ पे रस्टिंग क्यों ज़्यादा होती है, बिकॉज दैट सॉल्ट एक्चुअली जो है वो डिज़ोल्व हो जाता है वाटर के अंदर, एंड विच एक्चुअली enhance the process of corrosion over there.
The rusting of iron is an oxidation-reduction reaction. Here we can see the iron being exposed to a water droplet containing dissolved oxygen. This exposure causes each iron atom underneath the water droplet to give up 2 electrons to become iron 2 ions. This process is known as oxidation. Next, electrons are released and flow throughout the droplet, where the oxygen dissolved in water receives electrons to form a hydroxide ion. This is the reduction process. Next, iron 2 ions combine with hydroxide ions to form iron 2 hydroxide. Finally, iron 2 hydroxide reacts with water and oxygen to form iron 3 hydroxide, which is also known as rust.
So how we can protect the metal surface and prevent the corrosion? So it can be carried out in many ways, and there are different methods to prevent or control the corrosion process. So main requirement for preventing corrosion is that we protect the surface of a metal or iron or whatever the metal is, so that it cannot interact with the oxygen and the moisture from the atmosphere. So we have to shield the surface of the metal. So the main requirement जो है to prevent the metal from corrosion is कि हमने जो metal की surface है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करना है इस तरह से कि उसकी जो सरफेस है वो पानी और ऑक्सीजन इनके साथ जो है वो इंटरेक्ट ना कर सके. सो वी हैव टू शील्ड द सरफेस फ्रॉम दीज टू सो दैट देयर इज़ नो क्रोजन प्रोसेस. एंड वन मेथड इज़ कि हम जो है वो मेटल सरफेस को है वो जो है पेंट कर दें. सो इट इज़ आल्सो इफेक्टिव अगेंस्ट द क्रोजन, बट हैपन्स इज़ कि इफ़ देयर इज़ सम रियली हार्श वेदर, ऐसा जो है धूप है, बहुत तेज़ गर्मी है और जिसमें यूवी लाइट बहुत ज़्यादा है, सो दैट कैन एक्चुअली डैमेज द मोस्टली पेंट सरफेस. एंड आल्सो इफ़ देयर आर एक्सेसिव रेन्स और देयर आर सम काइंड ऑफ स्क्रैच, सो व्हाट हैपन्स इज़ कि जो पेंट है वो जो है वो उखड़ जाता है. एंड आल्सो देयर इज़ if there is extraordinary cold and in especially in those area where there is snow, सो इन विंटर वो जो है चिप्स जो है बन के उतरना शुरू हो जाती हैं कि जो पेंट की जो सरफेस है वो डैमेज हो जाती है. सो द थिंग इज़ कि पेंट इज़ इफेक्टिव अगेंस्ट द क्रोजन, बट इन केसेस इफ़ देयर इज़ सम स्क्रैच ऑन द सरफेस और अगर एनवायरनमेंट की वजह से सरफेस ऑफ पेंट इज़ डैमेज तो दोबारा क्रोजन जो है वो स्टार्ट हो जाती है. सो इन दैट केस वी हैव टू रीपेंट द सरफेस. Another method is which is used कि sometimes electric current is used to produce some of the passive films or produce the some metal oxide films on the surface. So for that purpose it is provided with current which results in the formation of oxide layers on the surface which prevent the metal to react with the environment. So that is also helpful in prevention of corrosion. And in some cases कुछ metal surface होती हैं, they are treated with the laser actually, so they make them non-crystalline on the surface, and there are some materials if they are in the non-crystalline form, so they are resistant to corrosion. So that can also be a method to prevent corrosion. And in another method is कि हम जो है वो electroplating कर दें किसी metal के साथ के जो inert है. For example, we can electroplate a surface with gold or platinum which are very inert. So ऐसा होता है कि जो भी हमारे पास inert हैं, जो metals हैं जो react नहीं करते हैं, जिनको corrosion नहीं होती, for example gold है या जैसे platinum है, so उनकी जो है electroplating की जाती है, coating कर दी जाती है metal की surface पे, so that they are resistant to corrosion. So now we will discuss how the nanotechnology or the advanced materials can be used for the inhibition of corrosion or corrosion prevention. So we know that nanostructure materials in the past 1 or 2 decades, they have actually established themselves as a very high performance materials in different areas of engineering, medical and material research, and also in chemistry and physics, and that is mainly because of their very unique properties. When we talk about nanomaterials, we know that their size is really small, and because of that reduction in size, so they have some extraordinary properties. For example, they have very high surface energy. With reduction in size, the surface area increases significantly, and with reduction in size, the different physiomechanical and physiochemical properties of the materials are enhanced, and they are really different and better than the bulk material or the micro materials. So because of those really when we talk about nanomaterials, they are used in so many applications. They are really effective, their efficiency is very good. So there is an idea that we can use this technology for inhibition of corrosion. So then there is talk about the development of the some really high performance coatings which have nanomaterials in it, so that can be used to protect the metal surface from the corrosion. Coatings and nano enhanced, they have so versatile application, and जो मेन बेनिफिट है जब हम नैनो कोटिंग की बात करते हैं, सो दे एक्चुअली गिव ड्यूरेबिलिटी टू द कोटिंग ऑन द सरफेस. Also when we are using nano coating, so just the strength होती है coating की, that is also enhanced. Similarly, in some cases we require some optical quality, so we can use those nanomaterials which enhance the optical properties of the coating. So जो optical जो properties होती हैं वो भी better होती हैं if we are using nano coating. And the more important thing, because we are, for example, in Pakistan we have hot summers, so if we are using nano coating, so they have the high thermal stability. So जो वो coatings होती हैं वो high temperature पे भी efficient रहती हैं और वो damage नहीं होती. So there are these many advantages of nano coating if we compare them with the conventional coating. So that's why जो nano coating जो हैं, this is the most widely accepted approach for the corrosion control. So it is the most preferred approach जो है वो corrosion inhibition की, कि उसके ऊपर जो है वो nano coating की जाए surface के ऊपर on the metal surface. So that is the most commonly used method nowadays against the corrosion inhibition. So जब हम बात करते हैं thin film coating की या materials की, तो there are different kind of material जो कि use हो रहे हैं. Depend करता है कि आपके पास कौन सी metal surface है और आप कहाँ पे उसको अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, where you are going to use that actually metal or the material. So depending on their application or the end use जो है वो decide किया जाता है कि what kind of coating should be done. So there are so many materials which are used for the film coating. For example, there is polyurethane है, there is polyamide, polyesters, PVC, acrylics, alkyds and epoxy coatings. So there is a variety of materials which can be used for the purpose of thin film coating to protect the metals from the corrosion. So how the question is कि जो coating है ये कैसे prevent करेंगी against the corrosion. So the main role of these coating is कि ये delay करती हैं corrosion को. How कि they prevent the reactive species. For example, chlorine है, hydroxyl ion है, water है, oxygen है, there can be many other pollutants कि जो कि oxidative in nature होते हैं, which can जो कि oxidize कर सकते हैं metal surface को, and they have high affinity to react with the metals. So these coating actually act as a barrier कि जो metal को protect करती हैं from these different pollutants और pigments के जो कि metal को oxidize कर सकते हैं. कि we can use nano materials and हम उनकी chemical functionalization कर सकते हैं. अगर हमारे पास एक नैनो मटीरियल है और उसको हमने किसी ऐसी जगह यूज़ करना है जहाँ पे वाटर बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो हम उसके अंदर ऐसे फंक्शनल ग्रुप उसकी सरफेस पे लगा सकते हैं विच आर हाइड्रोफोबिक, कि जो वाटर को जो है वो रिपेल करते हैं. सो वी कैन प्रोटेक्ट इन दिस वे दैट सरफेस अगेंस्ट द वाटर. सिमिलरली वी कैन ऐड दोज मटीरियल जो कि यूवी लाइट को जो है वो अगेंस्ट जो है वो उनकी स्ट्रेंथ ज़्यादा होती है, सो हम वो मटेरियल ऐड कर सकते हैं. इसी तरह अगर हमें जो है वो ऐसी एप्लीकेशन है जहाँ पे जो कोटिंग है उसको ऐसे इन्वायरमेंट के एक्सपोज होना है जहाँ पे टेम्परेचर बहुत ज़्यादा होना है, तो हम नैनो मटेरियल की जो सरफेस है उसको ऐसे जो है तरीके से उसको फंक्शनलाइज करेंगे, उसके ऊपर ऐसे इस तरह की मटेरियल लगाएंगे कि जो हाई टेम्परेचर पे रेजिस्टेंट और जो उसकी स्टेबिलिटी को और थर्मल स्टेबिलिटी को इन्हांस करते हैं. So there are different actually kind of material which are used for. Normally the nano material mostly use होते हैं depending के कहाँ पे apply कर रहे हैं और coating किस तरह की है. So we can add different kind of nano materials. For example, we can use SiO2, we can use titanium dioxide, we can use zinc oxide, we can use aluminum oxide, and there are so many nano materials which can be used in the thin film coatings to enhance their efficiency against corrosion. So there is another possibility of changing the composition of the thin layer coating के आप डिपेंड करता है कि आपने जो भी कोटिंग है कहाँ पे यूज़ करनी है और जो मटेरियल है आपने उसको कहाँ पे यूज़ करना है. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दैट वी कैन यूज़ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ coating. So one of the option is that we use the hybrid coatings which serve multiple functions on the surface of the metal to prevent it against the corrosion. So one method is that we use the hybrid coating of inorganic components and organic components. So inorganic components which are mostly the nano particles. So जो nano particles होते हैं they enhance actually their resistance और scratch resistant जो है resistance है उसको increase करते हैं और also उनकी जो adhesion होती है thin layer की with the metal surface उसको enhance करते हैं. And depending कि आपने कौन सी कोटिंग यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आपने कहाँ पे मटेरियल को यूज़ करना है, तो आप कोई डिफरेंट नैनो मटेरियल यूज़ कर सकते हैं. एंड द सेकंड हम जो है जो हाइब्रिड कोटिंग है उनके ऊपर हम ऑर्गेनिक कंपोनेंट यूज़ करते हैं और ऑर्गेनिक कंपोनेंट का जो है वो डिफरेंट फंक्शन होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल इट जो है इन्हेंसेस द डेंसिटी ऑफ द कोटिंग और जो उसकी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी होती है कोटिंग उसको जो है वो इंक्रीज़ करता है. सो बाय यूजिंग दिस हाइब्रिड कोटिंग वी कैन आल्सो enhance the efficiency of these thin layers on with when we talk about the against the corrosion inhibition. So by using these hybrid coatings we can get coating of our desired composition to ensure कि जो हमारी corrosion inhibition है वो maximum है in that given environment. जब हम बात करते हैं एयरक्राफ्ट्स की तो वहाँ पे जो स्टील यूज़ हो रही है वहाँ पे ना सिर्फ आपको corrosion प्रोटेक्शन चाहिए बल्कि आपको वेरी हाई स्ट्रेंथ भी चाहिए. सो इन सच ए केस जो है व्हाट वी डू इज़ के जो स्टील है उसको मॉडिफाई किया जाता है, उसकी स्ट्रेंथ को इंक्रीज़ किया जाता है और उसके अंदर इस तरह से चेंजेस की जाती हैं कि वो इटसेल्फ जो है वो corrosion रेजिस्टेंट होती है. वी नो के जो स्टेनलेस स्टील्स जो होती हैं corrosion रेजिस्टेंट होती हैं और there are different kinds of steels available. So normally जो है अगर आप इसको बात करें स्टेनलेस स्टील की जो हाई एफिशिएंसी जो मटेरियल्स के लिए यूज़ होती हैं तो नॉर्मली इसको 5 डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज में कैटेगराइज किया जाता है और दैट एक्चुअली डिपेंड्स कि उसके अंदर क्या क्या मौजूद है, क्या कंसंट्रेशन है डिफरेंट जो कंपाउंड्स हैं. सो नॉर्मली जो स्टेनलेस स्टील यूज़ हो रही हैं दे कंटेन सम कार्बन होता है उनके अंदर. Its amount may vary from 0.08 to 0.025%, and it contains chromium that can be from 12 to 26%, and also it contains nickel जो है up to 22%. So depending कि इनकी रेशो कितनी है, इनकी अमाउंट कितनी है, the steels are given different names. And the purpose of adding these actually nickel, chromium and carbon is to increase the mechanical strength of the steel and also the corrosion resistant. So for case of aircraft जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो स्ट्रेंथ भी चाहिए एंड आल्सो corrosion resistant, so there is a specific kind of steel जो वहाँ पे यूज़ होती है जिसको precipitation hardening steel कहा जाता है, जिसको PH stainless steel कहा जाता है. एक स्पेसिफिक काइंड ऑफ स्टील होती है जिसको हार्डन किया जाता है थ्रू बाय ट्रीटमेंट एट हाई टेम्परेचर और ये जो स्टील होती है आफ्टर हार्डनिंग जो है इट कैन विथस्टैंड वेरी हाई प्रेशर एंड हाई टेम्परेचर एंड आल्सो इट इज़ corrosion resistant एंड इट इज़ फॉर एग्जांपल अगर वहाँ पे बारिश होती है क्योंकि बिकॉज एयरक्राफ्ट हैव टू वेयर all kind of environment with high pressure, high or very low temperature and also the moisture. So these kind of steels are used there which are resistant to all of them and they are of very high strength. Sea water जो है वो that mostly contains around 4 to 5% जो है वो and depending on actually कौन से ocean है वहाँ पे उसकी different concentration होती है सोडियम क्लोराइड की. So जो सोडियम क्लोराइड होते हैं या जो सॉल्ट्स होते हैं हमने पहले भी पढ़ा था कि वो enhance करते हैं, catalyze करते हैं corrosion resistance को corrosion को. So in that case we have to use a specific kind of material which is highly resistant to corrosion and which has also very high strength. सो फॉर दैट पर्पज जो द स्टील यूज़ होती है जो उन शिप्स के अंदर, उसके अंदर जो है वो सीरियम को ऐड किया जाता है ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, एंड इट इज़ ऑब्जर्व के बाय द एडिशन ऑफ सीरियम टू द स्टेनलेस स्टील उसकी जो क्रोजन रेजिस्टेंट होती है नॉर्मल जो स्टेनलेस स्टील होती है उसकी निस्बत बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है। और अनदर एडवांटेज ऑफ सीरियम है ये भी होता है कि ना सिर्फ उसकी क्रोजन रेजिस्टेंस इंक्रीज़ हो रही है बल्कि सीरियम को ऐड करने से उसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है, जो मैकेनिकल स्ट्रेंथ है और टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ है, इट इज़ आल्सो इनहेंस्ड अराउंड 10%। एंड देर इज़ अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फील्ड कि जहाँ पे हमें क्रोजन रेजिस्टेंट मटेरियल चाहिए होते हैं, और वो है एनर्जी रिलेटेड, कि जहाँ पे वेस्ट से एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस की जाती है। एंड नॉर्मली दे these environments have very high temperature, so we need such material which are corrosion resistant at very high temperature, because these processes involve steam, and that steam it has temperature above 400 degree Celsius, and also जो pressure जो होता है वो it's more than 3.9 megapascal. So in these boilers अगर there is a little bit corrosion, so जो है corrosion अगर वहाँ पे हो जाती है, so that can result in the blast of the boilers, because उसकी जो कहीं से भी थोड़ा सा वीक होता है तो ब्लास्ट हो सकता है। सो इन सच जो बॉयलर्स होते हैं वहाँ पे ऐसे मटेरियल यूज़ करने पड़ते हैं कि जो बहुत ज़्यादा क्रोजन रेजिस्टेंट हो और जिनकी जो मैकेनिकल स्ट्रेंथ हो बहुत ज़्यादा हो, जो वेरी हाई टेम्परेचर और प्रेशर को भी स्टैंड कर सकें। सो देर आर डिफरेंट kinds of corrosion resistant materials and coatings which have been developed for use in that kind of application where high temperature is used. For example, aluminium spray किया जाता है, एक special kind of alloy है which is known as 80 Nickel 20 chromium alloy, and that is also used for high temperature environments. Then we have HVOF sprayed nickel chromium silicon boron alloy है, actually HVOF stands for high velocity oxygen fuel. This is another kind of spraying technique, and there is another kind of alloy. So there are multiple kind of alloy. For example, there is another kind of steel which is 310S type of stainless steel कहा जाता है, that is used for boilers and high temperature environment. And there are some other alloys, for example chromium, molybdenum, nickel alloy, and there are also some kind of high durability coatings which are used on the metal surface to avoid the corrosion in high temperature environment. इनको सरमेट कहा जाता है. Cermet is basically a core term which is used for metal and ceramic. So Cer is for ceramic and MET is for metal. So these are actually the composite materials made from ceramics and metals, and which have a very high resistance to corrosion. So their coating is actually used on the metal surfaces, and for their use in very high temperature environment. So what does it mean is that depending where we have to use that metal, and to avoid the to protect it from the corrosion, we use different kinds of alloys, we can use different kinds of coatings, we can use different functionalized nanomaterials embedded into those coatings to protect the surface from the environment. So in this table I have tried to summarize some different materials which are used in different applications. For example, if we are dealing with peroxides, amines or organic acids, so the preferred material is aluminium, which helps in the protection from corrosion. For the industries which are using hydrocarbons, some petroleum fractions or oxides or glycols, so there we use steels. Sometimes we use alloy steels, and in some cases, for example, where we are dealing with acids, for example nitric acids and phosphoric acid, urea, organic acid, so we are using stainless steels. In case we are dealing with aldehydes, alcohols and some specific organic acids, so we protect the metal surface from corrosion by using some copper alloys. While if we are using some very high concentrated nitric acid, or we are using sulfuric acid, caustic soda, chlorine, so we use nickel alloys. Similarly, for different kind of compound, for example, fuming nitric acid, sulfuric acid, or chlorine. We can also use some titanium, tantalum, or zirconium material on the surface of the metal to protect it from the corrosion. So that shows कि हमारे पास डिपेंडिंग कि हम कौन सी इंडस्ट्री है, कौन सी एप्लीकेशन है, वहाँ पे हम कौन से केमिकल स्पीशीज़ जो हैं वो मौजूद हैं which can cause corrosion. So depending on the specific environment we decide what kind of material is required there to protect it from corrosion. Thank you. That's all for today.